Okay, so I've had an NC750 Honda for about a year. I did a quick review of that, and I've just picked up this courtesy bike because my 750X has gone in for a service, and I've just picked up a 750S. I just thought I'd tell you the difference. So one of the main differences, as I discovered trying to fill the tank up, is the top box catch and the fuel tank catch lock is here rather than on the tank, which is on the X. This beast at the moment is getting an average of 66 miles per gallon, and I expect it's because it's a courtesy bike. It's probably been ragged. This is a 2016 bike, and I am glad I bought the black over the white, because the finish on the white isn't great. Mine's kind of a high gloss finish. This is kind of like a satin finish, and I'm expecting that it's going to be challenging to renovate or to polish up. It's a courtesy bike, so it's been well used, this, but surprisingly I quite enjoyed the bike. So what I've noticed on this version, obviously you're more exposed. It's a naked version. There's a small fairing there at the front there, but noticeably as soon as I saw the bike's real estate seems a lot smaller. It seems a smaller package compared to the X. So the bike is lower down. It seems lower hung. The tank is lower, because on the X the tank is higher. Handlebars seem higher. As a result, you get a sportier ride. Now, I was complaining about the X, NC750X, and getting it round corners and getting it to lean is quite challenging. And when you do get it to lean over, the weight is on the back wheel because you're perched higher, and the front wheel is lighter. With on this one, because you're riding over the tank, a lot of the weight is over the front wheel. So when you turn it go around corners and everything, it's got more grip. So it's more of a twisty bike's ability to go around corners is substantially better than the X. It's for rideability and for twisties and for short commutes. This is a far superior bike than the X version of the Honda. For long journeys, for lots of motorway journeys, then the X is probably the better fit because of the fairing, because of the perched riding position. Took it on the motorway, and noticeably there was a lot of wind noise and wind on your chest and under the helmet, obviously because it's not got the same protection, and I took that for granted on the X version. So I can see the X version with its high windscreen, ideal for motorway journeys, long journeys on the motorways, shorter journeys doing twisties. This is a better bike. It's a smaller package. The riding seat is lower down as well. Is lower down. So I was in a car park, and someone expressed an interest in the bike. She said, "Oh, can I get my wife to sit on it?" And I said, "Yeah, it's not my bike, it's a courtesy bike, sit on it." And she said noticeably that the ride height is a lot lower. So if you're a female or you're shorter, this variant of the bike is a better fit than the X, because the seating position is a lot higher. I could put both feet on this one flat. I'm 5'9". On the X, I can only use my ball of my foot to touch the floor, indicating how high it is. So that's it. Yeah, 750 NC750S compared to the NC750S. I wasn't impressed when I first picked it up because I thought it's a smaller vehicle. In terms of riding, the only thing I compare it to is an NC7 Honda CB400, or say a Honda CB500, possibly CB600 if they do one. Ambulance. With a bit more torque, because the riding's a bit like that. But I think it's a better bike than the CBs in terms of twisting, going around the corners and stuff. I just went around 3 corners now, a few roundabouts and stuff, and it's great. It almost got my knee down on this bike, whereas on the NC750X, you've got no chance of doing that. I'd be really struggling to get it get it down. If you did get it down, you'd probably come off because it's just a challenge. So that's the 750S version of the Honda. In my views, again, a bit of a rambling review, but at least if you watch this and you've watched both movies, you get an honest, unsanitized, unrehearsed review of both bikes.